Hello everybody, this is the Spellman 16. Now, since we all know about Sun and Moon now being on the very distant horizon, being November 18th, I decided that, well, I guess now is as good a time as ever to talk about ideas of what I would like to see in Sun and Moon. Some of them could be like my own personal thoughts of what I want to see. Some people could have the same ideas or whatnot, but these are basically things that I would like to see in Sun and Moon. Some of you will agree, some of you will disagree, and if you guys want to share your thoughts on what you want to see in Sun and Moon, comment box is down below for a reason. So, first thing that I would like to see in Sun and Moon is just a little personal thing for me that I would love to see. And I really don't care how Game Freak does this. I want to see a bug dragon type. Yes, you heard me right. I want to see a bug dragon type. I don't care how Game Freak does it, whether it be like Mega Flygon, Mega Yanmega, or some new Gen 7 Pokemon that Game Freak would make. I don't care how they do it. I just want to see a bug dragon type because I've kind of been wanting a bug dragon type since about Gen 4 when they introduced Yanmega. Because I thought he was going to be a bug dragon, but nope. He became bug flying. But Yanmega's still cool and he's a good Pokemon to use. Depending on how you use it anyways, but anyway. That's just my own little personal thing I want to see in Sun and Moon is a bug dragon type. Moving on. Next thing that I would like to see in Sun and Moon is involving trainer customization, because for what we saw in the Japanese Sun and Moon trailer, we were seeing the player choosing the trainer's skin tone. So that would be a good indication of trainer customization coming back. Now, what I would like to see in trainer customization for Sun and Moon is, one, having the male and female trainer have equal amount of options, whether it be being for hairstyle, clothing, and yeah. Because in X and Y, the female trainer had much more options than what the male did, which wasn't exactly fair, but whatever, I quickly got over it. Now, another thing is that with trainer customization, one thing that I would really love to see in trainer customization is a color wheel. I would love to see a color wheel. To give trainers or players the option to actually make their clothes their own color. Like a very bright reddish orange, or like a very dark, dull bluish purple. Give them like that option. Like put like a ring color wheel in, and then like in the center make like a box to change the saturation of the color, whether it be like really bright and saturated or very dull in color. That would be fantastic. And not just for the clothes. Also do for hair and eye color too. That'd be fantastic. And if you want to go the extra mile, give the players the option to make their own designs for their clothes. Plus, with even more, like different clothing options, add a lot more clothing options, and again, giving the male and female trainer equal options to choose from equal amount of hat options, shirt options, coat options, shorts options, pants options, socks, shoes, and for the girls with skirts. Yeah, that'd be fantastic for trainer customization for Generation 7. Giving both genders equal options for clothing, a color wheel to give people their own option for color, and the saturation of the color, and even going the extra mile of giving them like different pattern designs that they can choose from to make their own designed clothing. That would just be fantastic. And they can like use the pattern on like every last part of clothing. Like adding designs on the shirt or coat, pants, shoes, socks. Oh, and also one little extra thing I would like to see as an option for clothing, gloves. I would love to see gloves. Whether they be like full-on hand gloves, fingerless gloves, gloves with like little rollover bands or whatnot. I don't know how to explain that one. Oh, also just remembered something else for trainer customization. Giving the player the opportunity to take off their hat. Because in trainer customization for Generation 6, I really wish they would have had that option for the player to take off the trainer's hat. And also letting the player have their trainer wear these glasses. That's one other thing I would love to see in trainer customization. Letting the players have the ability to make their trainers wear glasses or not. And having different design glasses, like regular frames, big frames, sunglasses. Sunglasses would be really good for the region that they're in, because it's basically a Hawaiian-based region. So yeah, regular glasses, sunglasses of different shapes, and different types of frames. Like I said, like full-on frames, no frames on the tops, or even full rimless glasses. Same could be the same for sunglasses. Yeah, I know I'm possibly saying a bit much for trainer customization, but that's something that I would love to see. Giving a lot more options than what Gen 6 had. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Gen 6 trainer customization was great, because it was about time that they did that. But for Generation 7, a lot more options. Equal amount of options for both genders. Color options. Pattern options. Having the option to have the hat on or off. Same for glasses and sunglasses. That would just be fantastic. So, anyway, moving on. Another thing that I would like to see for Sun and Moon, having either a much more difficult game for what Gen 6 did, because Gen 6's difficulty was just kind of a little too easy. I guess the same can be said for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I did feel like those battles were a little too easy. I guess some people would be saying that because they would have the experience share on and whatnot. But if you do take the experience share off, it can be more of a difficult game. But for Sun and Moon, I would either like to see a more difficult game, or give the players the chance to choose their difficulty basically at the first startup of the game. Giving them the easy option, the medium or intermediate option, the hard option, and go the extra mile that once you beat the game the first time, you would like unlock some kind of expert mode or like advanced mode for those more hardcore Pokemon fans that would love more of a challenge. Like, once you choose that challenge mode, you could be able to re-challenge the gym leaders, the Elite Four, and the champion that have more evolved Pokemon at higher levels with better move sets, held items, and that. Basically, yeah. I feel as though it would be a more better option for giving the player the option to pick their difficulty at the first booting up of the game. for the very first time, and then unlocking like an expert mode after beating the game the first time. That would be something good for the fans right there. You'd be able to set it to easy for beginner fans, medium for casual Pokemon fans, and like a hard mode for more hardcore Pokemon fans who want more of a challenge. And then post game you would get an expert mode once you beat the story the first time. That'd be fantastic. Because trust me, some Pokemon fans and players would just love that. So make it happen. Please, Game Freak, please. I kind of would like a more harder game. Anyway. Excuse me. Trying to think what else is there. Post-game material. The thing I would like to see for post-game material for Sun and Moon, I would kind of like see it as like in the way of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire did, by giving the players the opportunity to go after previous legendaries, because that was a fantastic option for post-game, giving the player so much to do. And also have the Alola region have its own battle frontier. That'd be great too. So like giving the player the opportunity to go after previous legendaries and a battle frontier. I mean, something like another Delta episode of sort of thing would be fine. But I don't really see it happening, but it'd be great to have like sort of like a Delta episode-ish kind of content for post-game. But, hey, just giving out ideas here, and suggestions and whatnot. So yeah, good amount of content for post-game. Please do it. Just don't do it like X and Y. Because X and Y post-game was just... It was a big, giant pile of garboders. Let's see. Next thing I want to see in X and Y, more Pokemon than Gen 6 delivered. Because seriously, Game Freak, I don't know what you were thinking when you released Gen 6. You only give out like, what, 69, 70, 71 new Pokemon? That was pathetically small. Because that is like the smallest roster that we've seen in a generation since Gen 2. The most that I want to see is at least more than 100. Maybe go like, maybe 110, 120 new Pokemon. Just more than 100. I would like to see for Generation 7. That's all I really want to see for that, is just more than 100 Pokemon for Generation 7. That's it. Now, another little personal thing for me, as of now that I am a shiny hunter, I've kind of been a shiny hunter for like a year or so now. Basically, Game Freak, when it comes to shiny Pokemon, don't touch anything on the odds. Leave the odds of finding a shiny Pokemon full odds completely alone. Just leave them as is. Leave it at the 1 in 4,096. Also, made the shiny charm and oval charm acceptable, or accessible, that's what I meant to say, and give them the same odds as normal. Now, in terms of the alternate methods, 3 in particular that were in Generation 6 and ORAS, chain fishing, Masuda method, and Horrids. Yeah, that's another thing. I would like to see the return of Horrids in Gen 7. That'd be great, because I do like Horrids. So yeah, those 3 shiny alternative methods I would like to see. I guess if you want to re-add Poke Radar, that's fine, or do like what you did in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and do Dex Navi, because even though for me Dex Navi is a lot easier than Poke Radar, just saying. I know some of you would actually agree that Dex Navi is a bit easier than Poke Radar, but some people would probably like the Poke Radar to give themselves a challenge for shiny hunting, but that's just me. Friend Safari, do I think the Friend Safari might come back for Generation 7? I really don't know, but I do kind of get the feeling that Friend Safari might not come back for Generation 7. I mean, if they do bring it back, that's fine. And if they do bring Friend Safari back to Gen 7, make more Pokemon available, and have like maybe a fourth slot, and have like some kind of special Pokemon there for the fourth slot, or just put more Pokemon available for those slots. Because like with the Ghost types, like the Ghost type Friend Safari, like the first slot, I think like the first two would only have 2 accessible Ghost types. I didn't like it. So yeah, if Friend Safari does come back, have like a 4th available slot, or even a 5th, and put more Pokemon in there of that type. But I really don't think that Friend Safari would come back, but I'd be surprised if it does. I'm trying to think what else is there. Type specialists, meaning gym leaders, Elite Four members, and champions. In terms of Gen 7's champion, I would like to see a champion like how you did with like basically non-specialist champion. Another non-specialist champion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Steven Stone was a pretty good champion, knowing that he specialized in Rock and Steel types. And then you have Wallace with water types, and I think Juan was the same too. Feel free to go down in the comments and correct me wrong. But I would like a non-specialist champion, like pretty much like Blue, Cynthia, and Diantha. Those are champions I like to see, because then you would have to do a bit more careful planning and strategizing of what you have to use. Now, in terms of gym leader specialists, this is something that really more of what my sister has been wanting, and nowadays I want it too. For the love of all that is Arceus, Game Freak, please make a dark type gym. Some of us have been waiting for a dark type gym, because we have more than enough dark types today to make a gym. Maybe even 2 or 3, I don't know. And personally for me, I would like to see another steel type specialist, because we've only gotten like what, 3? I don't remember the guy's name from Kalos, the steel type specialist Elite Four member in Kalos, and again I don't remember his name. I'll probably put like an annotation in this video of his name once I find out. And then the only 2 steel type specialist gym leaders are Byron from Gen 4 and Jasmine from Gen 2. That's it. I would like another steel type specialist, or really just say more of a steel type gym. I'm just basically saying that because steel is my favorite type, and really we don't have much of any steel. We only have 2 steel type gyms and only 1 steel type Elite Four member. I really hope I'm right about that. Now in terms of any other type specialists, I don't know, maybe make another fairy type gym. I really wouldn't care less if you make another fairy type gym, because we only got 1 with Valerie. So yeah, would like another fairy type gym. Thinking like any other specialists. Another ground type gym or Elite Four member wouldn't be that bad, because the only one that I can think of right now is Clay from Gen 5. That's the only one I can think of right now. I'm seriously thinking there has to be another one. I'll probably look it up. So yeah. Dark type gym. Finally make it happen. Another steel type gym. Make it happen. A fairy type gym. Make it happen. Please. Trying to think. Anything else? Oh yeah. A lot of Pokemon fans really would love for this to happen. Make HMs forgettable. Please. It is just an annoying thing. Because the only way that we can be able to get rid of HMs is by a move deleter. Please, Game Freak. Make HMs forgettable. I wouldn't say more viable, but just make them forgettable for when a Pokemon learns a new move by itself. And you wouldn't have to go through the process of going to a move deleter to actually get rid of the HM. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Just please make it happen of making HMs forgettable without the need of a move deleter. Trying to think, what else is there? Would I think of anything for the Mascot Legendaries? In terms of their catch rate, I would say put them at maybe Kyogre and Groudon's original catch rate of 5. That'd be great. And pretty much a few more Alola region legendaries would be fine. I'd say about maybe... I say with those two, probably maybe put in like, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 more. Because we don't want too many legendaries for what Gen 5 did. I kind of felt like that Gen 5 kind of put in a little too much legendaries. I'm not quite sure if I could say the same for Gen 4. Yeah, I think Gen 4 had like one too many, but Gen 5 kind of overdid it. But whatever. Trying to think what else. Megas. So now my thoughts on what new Pokemon do I want to see Mega Evolve. One that I've been thinking about for a while, but I'm not 100% sure that they'll do this. Now, pretty much all these Mega Evolution suggestions, they're not going to be confirmed. They're just ones that I'm throwing out. One, personally, for me, that I wanted to see since about the time of, or a little after Mega Evolutions were introduced, one that I did want to see Mega Evolve is Arbok. Why? Well, I just want to see one. And well, Arbok kind of needs the boost. I don't know. I just want to see Arbok Mega Evolve. Now, some Pokemon would actually be good prime candidates to Mega Evolve for Generation 7 based on the region. 2 would be like just straight up perfect. I want to see Mega Evolutions of Kingler and Crawdaunt. Those 2 would be perfect. Along with Corsola, Tropius, Exeggutor, Milotic. Milotic would be a good choice. And Game Freak, just go ahead and make Mega Flygon already. And for the love of God, do not get our T-Block again. Because some of the Pokemon, or more specifically the Flygon fans, were pretty annoyed when they found out that Mega Flygon never came to be originally because you guys couldn't come up with a design. Because in actuality, my friend Liz, is basically her favorite Pokemon is Flygon, and she got really annoyed when she found out that Mega Flygon didn't come to be because of Artee's block. But yeah, basically, Pokemon that I would like to see Mega Evolve for Generation 7, Kingler, Crawdaunt, Corsola, Tropius, Exeggutor, Milotic, Flygon, and I guess if you want I guess also for the sake of for the Pokemon fans, just make Mega Dragonite and call its Megastone Dragolite. Yeah, those are these like 8 suggestions right there for 8 new Megas. Because I feel like, well, for Kingler and Crawdon, they would fit perfectly because it's basically a Hawaiian-themed region, and Kingler and Crawdon are based on crustaceans of the crab and lobster. They would be perfect. And Corsola because, well, it's coral, and usually there can be some coral reefs not too far away from islands, I guess. Excuse me. Tropius and Exeggutor would be perfect because because Tropius is basically like a small tropical sauropod with bananas hanging off its chin, and Exeggutor would be good because basically it just looks like a living coconut tree, or yeah, it's basically a living coconut tree. So why not? Though I kind of feel like Exeggutor kind of needs the boost anyways, but whatever. Like I said, I'm just throwing them out. And basically, I just threw out the Pokemon that a lot of fans wanted to see get Megas and just let them have Megas. Yeah, like I said, basically staying Dragonite, Milotic, and Flygon. Those are like 3 prime candidates that people really wanted to see Mega Evolve and didn't. But yeah, I would have to agree for Kingler and Crawdon the most. Arbok is just my own little personal suggestion, but yeah, because Oras, my favorite Pokemon, already got his Mega, so I don't need to worry about that. Oh god, I feel like I've been going on forever now. Trying to think, is there anything else that I would like to see? In terms of which version I'm going to be getting, well, since I saw the trailers, both English and Japanese trailers, I pretty much determined my version that I'm going to be getting. I'm going to be getting Pokemon Moon, because, well, in a way, my sister already pre-ordered Pokemon Sun. And do I have any thoughts on what types those Mascot Legendaries are going to be? In terms of the Sun Legendary, he has got to at least be a fire type, because Sun, and the Sun is just a big ball of fire and gas. I'm not quite sure if he'll be like any other type, like, I don't know, a normal fire type, fire normal, I don't know. In terms of the Moon Legendary, I'm seeing it as like maybe being, I know I can see it being Psychic. I can see the Moon Legendary being a Psychic. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be Dragon Psychic or Flying Psychic. I feel like it might be either one of those two. Either Dragon Psychic or Flying Psychic. I don't know. I just see it as a Psychic type. I mean, I would laugh if it actually does become a Psychic type in either Dragon Psychic or Flying Psychic. I will laugh. Trust me, I will. Now, in terms of the starters, now, here's the thing when it comes to me in determining my starter. I don't determine my starter right away. I see what they look like, and I just throw out of which one I would think about choosing. But I don't fully determine my starter until I have seen its final evolution. That's why when it came from about Gen 4 onwards is when I fully determined my starter. That's why when I started Gen 4, I chose Turtwig because I liked Torterra. Gen 5, I chose Tepig because I liked Emboar. Yes, I like Emboar. Y'all can feel free to disagree and blah 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 blah. And in Gen 6, I chose Chespin because I liked Chestnut. Pretty much for their design. All of them for their designs. I don't really care if people say that those Pokemon were straight up terrible. I don't care. If I like the design, I'm gonna pick that starter and get that Pokemon. But if anybody is actually wanting to know what starter I'm on board with currently. Now, I'm just pretty much saying this right now. The one that I choose is the one that I'm just going to be on board with. I'm not going to hate the other two because of that. As of currently right now, I am currently on board with Rowlet. Why? Because Rowlet is an owl, and an owl is a bird. And just pretty much saying I am really fond of bird-type Pokemon. Now, not to say that I hate Litten or Poplio, because Litten looks nice, and Poplio, he just looks so much fun. And I just don't understand why people hate him. Seriously. I've been hearing around that people are just straight up hating on Poplio. Like, what gives? He's basically a fun little sea lion with a clown nose. I don't see what the problem is and why you guys hate him. But if you guys want to give me a nice, good, mature, logical reason why you hate Poplio, then I'll understand. But as of currently right now, I am on board with Rowlet, but until I see their final evolutions, I'm not going to fully choose Rowlet just yet. It's just, I'm on board with Rowlet because it's a bird. Like I said, I don't hate the other two. Not even close. No intentions. Like I said, I fully determine my starter once I see their final forms. Make sure to keep that in your head. Now, is there anything else? Nope, I really don't have much else to say about what I want to see in Sun and Moon. So, yeah, I felt like I went on forever. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed my ideas, suggestions, and hopes of what I want to see in Sun and Moon. And as always, my outro shall handle the rest. So I'll be seeing you guys next time.